Hello, I am back today with Lina Nail Art Supplies Born to Sail 01. So this plate has 29 full nail images and then a little anchors away there that you can use as well. The theme is nautical, obviously. One of the things that I really like about this line of plates is how well designed these images are to go with one another, to allow for like mixing, matching Skittle manicures to just fly off your plate, make it super, super simple for you. But that also do, a great manicure on their own. So like, for example, notice the wheels that we've got here that tie those two together. So if you use them together, they would be just great. And then of course you could pull in, these anchors to go along with it. Or you could pull in this image right here with the wheels to go along with it. And then there's another one here that plays with the wheels and the anchors. So each one is a little bit different and gives you something, a different kind of look to play with. But there's so much that you can do here that mixes and matches and makes things go together just beautifully. You don't have to worry about how they're going to look together because they're going to look great. Lots of anchors, and we have solid anchors. We've got anchors that you can color in. You can lead light if that's what you're looking for. These lines, I like that they're not perfectly straight. They're meant to be a little bit wobbly and scratchy. So that has a textured feel to it. Here we've got the sea elements in there, so whales and seahorses and things, so you can turn this into like a deep sea manicure, not just necessarily like a sailing manicure. Whereas if you did like this and this or this and this, you can make it just more sailing. I love the stylized scallop shells that looks like this Art Deco pattern. Coral here that also could look like a brain, so if you need a brain image for Halloween, there you go. These little bubbles that you could do is for underwater bubbles. You could do it for anything with the little paper boats, paper origami boats. And I love that you don't just have fish, but you have fish skeletons. And there's a couple reasons why I love this. One is because I'm a pet lover. So, of course, fish skeletons and cats go well together. So, I'm going to use it for that. Also, this reminds me of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster fishes, which I find that just hilarious. So, if that's your bag and you're into that and you think that's funny, that's a great image for that too. And in my opinion, also along with the skulls and crossbones, which, that's pirates and global warming, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I love these nautical-ish kind of stars. Just gorgeous. I mean, you could use those for a holiday manicure or anything that you want to, but they're, definitely beautiful. We've got some seaweed and some wavy lines and then some shells that you can color in or do whatever you want with. Some chevrons. So notice like the nautical stuff like this tends to go well with these kind of more geometric forms. So mix and match, play around with that. I love these koi fish. So you could do a whole different kind of like with that and that, you get even a Japanese look with this like this almost an Art Deco but a Japanesey kind of feel, and it wouldn't have to do anything with sailing or necessarily nautical at all. A different play on the anchors, so this one's a little bit more fun, so when you're in more of a fun kitschy mood. And then you've got your seahorses, which notice like you could mix and match that. How cool would that be? Super easy. This like just throws tons of Skittle manicures right at you. And I guess this is seaweed too, but it also reminds me of like ice plants or ferns, so you can use it for that. And of course your boats to go with all of your stuff. I love how this has the waves, but then just this little bit of texture thrown in, like bubbles in the water. Very cool. Love this Art Deco one. And the skulls, like if a plate has skulls on it, I have to have it. So there's your pirate element to go along, right, with your nautical. And I like how this looks like waves, but it's this cool geometric effect. And these are your sleek, metallic, futuristic sort of anchors. So like if you're more in a whimsical mood or if you want something a little sleeker, there you go. And I love the texture to these ropes. This is a great thickness to be able to get in that detail. So that's a great image. And then these are more of your kind of run-of-the-mill when you're not in that as much futuristic-y kind of mood for your anchors. Okay, so if you just want a quick view of all the images, let's do that. And lots of these are solid so that you you can just stamp one color and go. which I think especially for nautical manicures is really great. So she, you know, she clearly put some thought into the kinds of manicures that you're going to be doing with this. So like probably with bold blues and greens and whites and that kind of stuff. All right, let's talk about size. So these images are, these are 5.5/8 of an inch wide by 7/8 of an inch tall. And just to give you a quick little feel, that's about 1/2 inch wide there. Okay, for my stamping test, I'm going to use Navy Fleet, Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, and my XL Clear Stamper. Gorgeous pickup, gorgeous transfer, gorgeous pickup, gorgeous transfer, gorgeous pickup, and gorgeous transfer. Gorgeous pickup, gorgeous transfer. Look at those up there. I love it when I get little bonuses. So excellent quality plate even with the clear stamper. I will link everything down below, and thanks for watching.